Previously on Survivor, Cayman Islands.
That comment about wanting locals to win definitely added fuel to the fire.
It's like a wild, wild west standoff. Oh! Joey drops first! Both of them, Rob being cornered by both of them. Oh! Eva! Almost like he's in a boxing ring. Oh! Eva! Through to the final! Wow!
Stop, you're making me laugh.
Oh! Bree, we did emerge immunity again for the second time in a row.
Even though I feel good about this round, I'm definitely nervous about what could happen going forward if I don't keep winning immunity.
Bergen is probably the strongest player. He knows the game well. He's pretty good at forming alliances and persuading people to go with one vote or another.
Honestly, I have a feeling. I don't like it, but I have a feeling it could be me.
Do I vote out who's the strongest, or do I vote out who's just flying under the radar?
So
Steph is a competition.
Go pitch my name. I don't care. I am going to be honest. I am voting you 100% because I don't think I can beat you in challenges.
In that moment, my head was on the chopping block.
I feel like it's either one of us at this point.
Yep.
I'm not sure how the vote's going to go this time.
I don't know who to vote out. Everyone's voting out everyone.
At this point, I'm the least threat to anybody.
If we just vote Steph, it might not even matter. You will not be going home. I've been very honest that Steph is my target. Steph will go home, and it will happen.
But who I decide on voting for is going to be in my best interest to help me in the next part of the game. Maybe in this case, because I'm safe, I might be the deciding vote. I don't know, but I might be the swing vote here.
Okay, Bergen, I can confirm this is another hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Bergen will not count. Bergen does not count. Bergen does not count. Steph. Rob. That's 2 votes Steph, 1 vote Rob, 1 vote left. The next person voted out of Survivor Cayman Islands, Steph. Steph, bring me your torch.
So now we're down to 5. Like, it's crazy. There's only 5 of us. We're nearly at the end. The next bit, I reckon, is going to go really quickly. I'm not sure how it's all going to go. Like, we're near the end. Like, it now, I don't know. It's exciting and I'm nervous at the same time.
So everyone loves Emma. She's got this great sort of like motherly vibe, like I've said before. And for that reason, she is a pretty big threat. In terms of the games, she's not necessarily physically a threat, but from a voting perspective, she's definitely in favor of having people on her side.
I wouldn't imagine that people are now looking at me as a physical threat. I wouldn't think that that's what's happening, but it is just very cool to have won both of them now back to back. It just makes me feel secure and knowing that I can't get voted off.
So I don't know if everyone else is thinking about jury management, but I started as soon as we started voting people out. I'm not sure what the final tribal is going to look like, if it's going to be a final 2, final 3, if everyone who's been voted out is on the jury. So I need to ensure that I am building a strong resume and ensuring that my jury management is at the best it can be.
Final 5, baby! Yes, I'm so excited. And I need to win the next challenge. I have to. I'm hungry for it. I believe if I will not win this challenge, I have the possibility to be kicked out. They will definitely attack me, and they will definitely do the best they can to just kick me out of this game.
Final 5. Get in your places and we'll get underway. All right, Bree, I'm gonna need that back. Please hand it over. Individual immunity is back up for grabs to be safe at the final 5 tribal council. Thank you. All right, for today's immunity challenge, it's gonna be another endurance, guys. We're gonna have you in the water, and it's pretty simple. You're gonna hold the bucket above your head for as long as you can. That's it, it's that simple. The person that holds the bucket the longest above their head wins final 5 immunity. All right, let's draw for spots and get underway. All right, survivors ready and up. This challenge is on. You have to keep it up above your head for as long as you can. These waves are gonna push you around. Bree just staring into the abyss of the shore. Joey also locked in, always has his game face on. Bergen looking concerned. Rob looking at everyone else. Trying to see if anyone's gonna drop straight away. Ema, pretty strong as well. We're gonna be here for 5 minutes. It's gonna feel like an eternity. Looking absolutely solid. Joey looking absolutely solid. Haven't moved an inch, literally. We're almost getting to the end of this round. After this round, you'll get a 30-second rest and then we'll make it harder. All right, you can put it down. You get a 30-second rest. Well done, everyone. You're all moving to the next round. The next round will be one hand only. All right, I'm gonna count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up. And the challenge is on, round 2. Significantly harder, you're already fatigued. Ema shaking. Joey strong. Bergen using the same arm he did one-handed before. Was that a mistake or is it an advantage? Well, we'll find out. Rob, unbothered. Ema is out. Left with Rob, Bree, Joey, and Bergen. Well done, Ema. Well done. All right, the fun fact about this round is it's unlimited. We're here until everyone drops and there's one person left. No relief in sight. This is it. Joey, is he cramping on that side? Bergen actually looking stronger than he did in the first round. Is this a second wind I see? Rob actually looking pretty solid. Joey almost contorting into a spiral, trying to look for that relief. Bergen is out, left with Joey, Bree and Rob, all looking pretty solid. Every minute that passes, that sand bucket is just gonna get heavier and heavier. But who wants this more than anybody else? Well, we're about to find out. Joey just can't seem to find any relief whatsoever. Bree looking like she's questioning her life choices. All right, 5 minutes have elapsed. We've done a total of 10 minutes. We're gonna keep going and Bree, as I said that, it just drops out of nowhere. Looks like she's in pain. Now we've just got Joey and Rob staring into each other's souls, pleading, not with just their voices, but their eyes. Who wants this the most? Joey picking the injured arm. Will that come to bite him in the butt? Who knows? Joey really struggling. Rob looking strong. Rob was probably a Travis Kelce in his previous life. And with that, Rob's win Final 5 immunity. Safe from Tribal Council tonight at the vote. Joey, can someone go help Joey? All right, Rob, congratulations. Come get the individual immunity necklace. I'll pop it on you. Rob, you're guaranteed Final 4, safe from the vote tonight. Everyone else, amazing effort. Head back to camp and we'll see you at Tribal Council. Off you go.
That challenge was tough. Once again, I didn't win the challenge. I injured myself again, and it's hard. It's gonna affect my game because my injury that I had 2 years ago I feel like it's back, and I don't know if I can continue or if I can do this. So I don't wish me luck.
Yeah, it feels good. This is my first immunity, so definitely it feels really good. I guess the couple of days that I go to gym a year paid off. It's not that many. And I will hold to the promise that I made to Joey, which is not to vote him in the next round. So I'm just a bit upset that he got a little bit injured, but I think he'll be fine. Just by coincidence that Joey and I just made an alliance now, I suppose, because I gave him my word that I wouldn't vote for him. So hopefully that'll be beneficial going forward. I feel that Bergen and Ema have a really good chance if they get into the top 3. So they're a bit of a threat. But I'm enjoying the game and I'll just continue to play.
So the bucket challenge, man, that was hard. But I mean, I was up for them all. Obviously, when I'm up against, you know, younger people, stronger people, yeah, I look like a bit of a wimp. But you know what? I don't care. I gave it a try. That's what it's about. And it was fun being in there. Sometimes I was worrying myself because I'm just pushing myself to maybe a level of fitness that I'm not quite there yet, especially in comparison to the others. But it doesn't mean you can't give it a go.
I don't know, actually. I don't know, is my genuine answer. I'm definitely worried. I'm getting the sense that they've actually just been waiting to vote me out. The tone of camp has really shifted immediately as Rob has won this one. And I've noticed that, you know, Berg's not really talking to me, Emer's not really talking to me, Joey isn't. So I think it's really clear that their alliance has come back around to bite me, and I'm just worried that they're gonna vote me off finally now that they have the chance.
I think this next vote has to be Bree. She's got an amazing comeback story. She is the sweetest girl on this island, and I know if she was sitting in the end, I'd be voting for her. So as much as it hurts that she has to be the next voted out, I think I gotta send my queen to the jury.
So now that I've won the immunity, it definitely gives me the power to dictate what happens in the game to an extent. That said, I'm going to let the other players sort of move the ball, and I'm just going to sort of go along with that to an extent, to the extent that I feel it's going to be in my favor. If I need to, I'll direct it in a different direction, but at this point I feel like I'm going to let the other players voice their opinions first.
I'm considering to vote out one of the girls because Bergie's my man. He's one of my besties. So I'm thinking one of the girls. The reason why I want to vote out Emer is she's just being under the radar. She's just there. She's not showing any, you know, like strong qualities and quantities, and that might, you know, like trigger all these things and stuff. I believe she's the lady in the shadow. So I don't want her to like come out and surprise and boom! Hello, bitch! I'm kicking you out. I don't want that. So I want her out. Bree's comeback story has a strong impact in this game show. And I love that. I love that. That's the reason why I wanted her out. It's because she's got this fire in her heart that she really wanted to win. And she's a competition for me. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted her out in this game, for me to stay.
So in our discussions, we're thinking Bree is the one to vote out. Like, she's done so well. She's been voted out before, she's got back in. She's one of those people who can just hang in there. And now she's showing her strengths. She's showing how good she is. So she could be a threat. So I think that's one of the reasons that it's kind of going that way. And we're having these discussions, and we're trying to make a decision.
I think I'd really be sad if I get voted out at this point, just because of how crazy my journey has been, from voting myself out at the beginning to getting back in to winning all these challenges. Like, now that I've made it this far, I can taste the Survivor Championship, and yeah, I'm just not ready to leave.
Looking at your final 5. Survivor, Cayman Islands. Pop your torches down, have a seat.
Thank you so much, Mother.
All the sass has gone from Joey's right shoulder to his left arm. Welcome everyone, final 5 from Survivor Cayman Islands. Rob, congratulations, that was a tough challenge for everyone, but you pulled through.
Thank you.
How does that feel?
Feels good. Feels like I actually could have gone a bit longer. But I did promise Joey that I wouldn't vote for him if he gave up. So, nah.
Okay, well, Joey, do you believe him?
Well, yeah, I think so. Maybe if he will not throw me under the bus and snitch and like what I did to some people.
I guess we'll see. Eva, how have you been navigating this final 5? Have there been any talks of whether you think there's going to be a final 2 or a final 3, has that been a factor, or is this purely an insulated round just considering who's going to go to the next round?
Yeah, we were curious. We were wondering how it was going to go. We're kind of prepared for maybe final 3 or final 2. But I think it's going the way it's going now, that people are just being voted out one after the other. We're really just concentrating on the moment.
Fair enough. Bree, you don't have that lovely necklace around your neck anymore. Do you feel a bit, I guess I say, naked?
I hadn't thought about it until just now when you pointed it out, but yeah, now I guess so, yeah.
Did you think you needed immunity, or are you...
I think it would have been helpful, for sure.
Bergen, final 5 vote is always, could be a blindside, could be straightforward, but we really don't know. How have you prepared for this vote, and what are you taking into account when you go up to the voting urn?
Yeah, I feel like the conversations that I had and the people that I told them that I have, you know, loyalty to them and that I would stick with them to the end. I'm hoping that they return the favor, obviously after 2 big moves. Obviously should be a little worried maybe this round, but all I can do is really put my trust into the people that I've told them that I have, that I'm trusting them, and I'm gonna keep them to the end.
Well, yeah, I guess at the end of the day, Survivor really is, at its heart, a game of trust, and whether you trust people, they trust you, and whether you made the right choice to trust the person that you trusted. I said trust a lot of times. Does anybody have anything else to add before we go to vote?
I will just reiterate, I looked you in the eye. If I looked you in the eye and told you that I will take you to the end, I meant it. I don't want to go to that final 5, but stick to the plan.
All right, well on that note, if the plan is trust, we'll see if it's executed. Let's go vote.
Sorry, Bergen. You're a very strong player.
Okay, I voted for Joey, just because as much as I would have loved to see him in the final round, I don't know if he's going to be able to really give it his all now that his arm is hurt, and I just didn't want to vote for anyone, to be honest. Love you, Joey.
Okay everyone, I'll go count the votes. All right everyone, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol, this tribal council is the last chance that you'll get to play it. If you have one, now would be the time to do so.
They say 3rd time's a charm. So, I will play another immunity idol.
Can you confirm who you're playing this for?
Joey, did you vote with us?
I voted for you.
You voted for me? Honestly? Okay, I'm
No.
Good. I'm playing it on myself. I'm playing it on myself.
Just to confirm, Bergen, you're playing this idol for yourself?
On myself.
Okay. I can confirm this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Bergen will not count. For the third time.
You did? No!
Alright, first vote, Bergen does not count. Second vote, Bree. Third vote, Joey. One vote Joey, one vote Bree. Fourth vote, Bree. The fifth vote, and the next person to be voted out as a 5 at Cayman Islands is Bree. Bree, bring me your torch. Bree, the tribe has spoken.
Yes, baby!
Love you guys.
Rob, Ema, Joey, Bergen, well done on making the final 4. Head back to camp and get ready for your final immunity challenge of the season. We will have a final 3 this season. I hope you're ready for it. Head back to camp.
Yeah, I mean, here I am again. Hopefully not a third time's a charm. I'm happy to go. But yeah, I wasn't even expecting to be back. I wasn't expecting to make the top 5. It's crazy. And yeah, I'm rooting for all of them. This has been so much fun, but it's so exhausting. So I'm proud of myself, and that's it, I'm out of here. But I think from what I've seen, it's just about making alliances right at the beginning and hoping that your alliance stays through, and that's what happened in this case. And yeah, they just play the game well. I think my biggest shock, I think my biggest shock was probably when they voted OJ out, only because that was when, in my mind, the game shifted of like, what are these people really doing? I think we had been playing completely different games up until that point. Whereas I think he was the third strong person to be voted out. It was like, right, okay, so our whole team is gone. They're voting all of us out. So that was a really big shock, yeah. That was a turning point.
Oh my gosh. So easy.
I do see a path to the end. However, I feel like I really need to put my best foot forward when it comes to the challenges. I do feel somewhat threatened to be voted out. So yeah, I'm just hoping for the best when it comes to the challenges.
We made it to Final 4!
Am I proud to made it this far? Absolutely, yes. I'm so proud, and I'm so happy that I'm still in the game. I feel sad for Bree to go because she fought for it. She's got that fire in her, but I'm happy that I'm here. I am excited, and I did not expect to make it this far after not winning any challenges. Just, you know, it's overwhelming that I'm still here. I didn't expect this, but I'm happy. I'm super happy, and I'm like, I have the fire now. I'm like, I want to go and win this challenge.
She's no more used to us.
Not a chance. Not a chance. I want to see your story go all the way to the end.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm the last girl standing, the last woman standing, the last owl one standing. Holy moly. It's great. I can't believe it. But I'm scared because these guys want it. All 3 of them want it. So it's going to be really strategic from here on in. I'm not sure. Okay, so it'll be great to win a challenge because that'll secure my place. But aside from that, now I have to think about it. Like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to make my alignment with? Because now we're playing for a place, seriously. Like, I can't last that long.
I mean, personally, I think Rob's played a great game. He hasn't.
All of you
Yeah.
have been so successful in all the challenges, and then the strategy is all the
Yep.
stories.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? Honestly. So I'm working a lot with Rob and Bergen at the moment, because they seem to know what's going on. I like what they're saying. They're making it really clear, and they seem to be in an alliance also. Who knows? Maybe they'll vote me next. But at the moment, I'm kind of looking at them as strong characters, strong threats as well. So it's better to keep your enemies close. And that might be to my advantage. It's anybody's game.
Absolutely.
The juries make the decision,
Yep.
not us.
Yep. And the only thing I'm worried about is like I've pissed off well, maybe not pissed off, but like I've voted so many people or had a hand with like my idol plays. And so, you know, you never know. They could be bitter or they could respect it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I made Final Four. I'm content. And
Again, looking at jury management, her daughter is on the jury. So if she makes it to Final Tribal Council, I know for a fact I'm down one vote.
Rob, Joey, Bergen, Emma, welcome to the final immunity challenge. This is a marathon, not a sprint, both for your body and for your mind. What you'll be doing is you'll be starting at the tables in the positions that have been assigned to you. You'll be running out along the path to collect 5 puzzle pieces. You can only pick up 1 puzzle piece at a time. Bring it back to your table, go get the next one. When you brought back all 5 of your puzzle pieces, you can then commence completing your puzzle. What you're looking to solve is a basic square. You need to use all the pieces to make a square that's equal on all sides. The first person to do that will win immunity, will be immune at the Final Four Tribal Council, and you will make it to the final 3 Final Tribal Council for Survivor Cayman Islands. Let's draw for spots and let's get rolling. Survivors ready? Go! Rob, absolutely going out of the gate fast. Emma, slow but steady wins the race. Emma, still in the distance. Everybody probably already at the puzzle table. Rob back, heading back with his first piece. Rob was bolting out of the gate. Joey coming back with his first piece. Bergen coming back with his first piece. Already puffed and sweating. Gonna do this 4 more times. Bergen with blue, Joey with red, Emma with yellow, coming back with her first piece. Bergen and Joey just going on a casual stroll together. Coming back with your first piece. Got 4 more trips to go. Well, the strategy is, do you tire yourself out in the run so you can't complete the puzzle, or just slow and steady? Rob back with his second piece. Joey and Bergen immediately behind him are hot on his tail. Bergen, Joey, Rob heading back to their third piece. Looks like they're gonna overtake Rob. Ema, nowhere to be seen. Bergen is booking it. Maybe Rob sprinting out of the gate wasn't the best idea. But Ema, slow and steady, has a consistent pace. Bergen back with his third piece, still 2 more to go. Joey back with his third piece. Rob back with his third piece. Ema back with her second piece. Ema with a very consistent pace. The others, not so much. Ema with the same pace. Still in it, no one started their puzzle. Bergen heading back with his last piece. Ema going back with her fourth piece. Bergen back with his last piece. Joey in the distance with his last piece. Bergen, once that's on the table, you can start your puzzle. You're looking for a perfect square using all of the pieces. Joey back with his final piece. He can start his puzzle. Rob back with his last piece and finally start his puzzle. Ema in the distance coming back with her fourth piece, still has 1 more trip to go. Ema back with her fourth piece, still 1 trip to go. You're almost there. Everyone perplexed. Ema's still got 1 more trip to go, and then she can start her puzzle. Rob absolutely dripping in sweat. You can see his back glistening in the sun like a oiled up pig. Could this be a comeback for Ema? Will she get it straight away? Who knows? Gotta think outside the square for this one. Ema back with her final piece. Can start her challenge. Can start her puzzle. And everybody's in it. Everybody is here to solve the puzzle to win final individual immunity. We're looking for a perfect square. Pretty sure everyone took geometry in high school. Hopefully you shouldn't be that hard, but it's deceptively hard, despite how simple it looks. Everyone perplexed just can't seem to find the answer. It's there, I promise you. Just gotta look harder. Everybody going for the same strategy. Rob, no. Bergen, no. Rob, does he have it? He does! Rob wins final individual immunity. After 25 grueling minutes on the challenge, on the puzzle, Rob has won the final individual immunity challenge. Alright, Rob, come get your winnings. Rob, safe from Tribal Council tonight, and a guaranteed spot in the final 3 of Survivor Cayman Island. Very sweaty. All right, Rob, Joey, Bergen, Emo. We have one more date at Tribal Council before it's the final Tribal Council. Have your discussions that need to be had, and I'll see you there shortly.
So I'm obviously really pleased to have won that challenge. I feel like I had to if I'm going to stay in this game. It was kind of weird. Like I just started sprinting right off the bat, which was a mistake, and somehow I managed to complete the puzzle first. It was quite a difficult challenge, and I'm definitely in a position to call the shots at the moment. I feel like Emma is the strongest at this point, because at this stage it really counts how much people like you as an individual player, and I feel like most people do like her. So she's the biggest threat, and I feel like she is going to go next if I have my way.
Gotta be quick. So I don't know if you
Okay.
talk to us individually, or
The only thing I wanted to say was that, yeah, I hear your point with Emma having support in the jury. And I think that she's the biggest threat to all of us.
she hasn't burned anyone.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Um,
I think she's the biggest threat, so I'm probably gonna vote her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote her.
Who would I vote for to win in this competition? I would say Bergie. Bergie's my best mate. I want him to win, and I'm rooting for him. If I will be voted out in this competition, but I'm still here, so let's keep that. Let's save that.
yeah, all of us are deserving. It's just this is the point of the game where there's no other options. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Here's the small options that we have, and we got to vote for one of them.
Again, I'm sending all of my ride or dies to the jury, but I think my best case here is to work with Joey, at least force a tie, give myself a shot, and maybe hopefully convince Rob that Emer is a strong threat in the final tribal council to take votes against him. So I think the guys might have to band together here and get out our mother, Emer.
I don't know. I don't care. Are you all deciding to vote me out?
Well, it's between us two. If like you can only vote for us, so you can't vote for yourself and you can't vote for him. So we're down to like 4. So your options are here because you can't vote for yourself. You can't vote for him because he's immune.
So I'm really worried about being one of the next to go, for sure. Like I've got this far, but you don't know. It really is every man for himself here. part of me thinks, look, I'm still not a threat. Maybe I might just get to the next stage, but it seems less and less chance the further I go. So I think I have to be really smart about this. I know my chances of winning a challenge are low, so I have to think about who I'm talking to, who I'm not talking to, what I'm saying, all of that stuff.
We were just saying that.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, like, you continued. That was
Yeah, cool.
Totally.
high 10.
I felt like I was a marathon runner.
Yes, you are now.
That running back and forth before we did the puzzle, it was hot. We were tired. We were dehydrated. And like, they look like athletes in comparison to me, but I'm damned if I'm not going to carry on and give it my best shot. So I might have been the last there, but it was still a puzzle. And by the time I got back and I got into it, I had an equal chance at that point. But it was so heartbreaking when Rob got it. I was like, damn it. We were all so close and it was just that one piece. Okay.
Amazing.
All right. Okay, I get it. And I know where everybody's been in the game and I know where we've all worked with and we've all been fantastic and we know what we've done. So it's all good. It'll all be good. So this experience so far has been great. It's great. I'm so glad that I just took the opportunity to give it a go. It's nice to know at my age that I can still bond with people. Like, these are young people. I've never met them before. Well, most of them. Obviously, I knew Hannah. But it's a great opportunity to see new people, see some characters. I am surprised in some sense that, you know, I thought people would take on the game element. But, of course, when you're pushing yourself, there's always some, you know, there's some part of making it personal, and I think I've learned that I'm able to just let that go, but other people I think really struggled with that, and my heart went out for them, but I had to remember I was in a game and I could feel for them, but I still had to do my thing. It's a game! Just remember, it's a game, and when you put a human element into a game, that's what makes it exciting. But be true to yourself. Like, play it as a game, and you can do really well and you don't have to be nasty about it. Like, you know, there's a bit of fun in sabotage, but not to the point where you're taking other people down. It's a game. Enjoy the game.
Rob, Joey, Emer, Bergen, welcome to the Final Four Travel Council. This is the last time you have to shove them in the ground. And it's going to be a cozy one. Yay. All right, Final Four. Congratulations. Rob, well done on winning the Final Immunity Challenge. It was a tough one. How do you feel? Did you need it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say that I definitely made a mistake sprinting right out the box and then seeing how far it was. That was stupid. But luckily, yeah, and so that puzzle was really difficult.
Emer, you were a bit behind there, but by the time you got back to...
I was just pacing myself.
Exactly. And it's a technique that some of the other guys ignored. But you were still in it. By the time that everyone was there, everyone was confused by the puzzle, so it was an equalizer.
Right. It was brutal running that run for it because you're under the pressure, but then having to face the puzzle, it kind of distracted you from the run, and yet it was difficult.
Bergen, we're down to our Final Four. One person's immune, which means there's only 3 options. It's either Joey, yourself, or Emer.
I know.
Where do you think the votes are going to lie tonight? Is it unanimous or is it going to be another spicy one?
This is where the game gets really hard because I've been working with Emer, I've been working with Joey, I've been working with Rob. I don't know. Like, I don't know where the votes are gonna go. You know, I've told everyone, you know, where I think I'm gonna vote. I'm hoping that they're voting with me so I can make it to Final Tribal and have a chance to pitch my case, but I think my other pitch to them was looking down the line. I've had a hand in a lot of them going home, and so I've pissed off probably some of them. So take me with, and maybe you can cop a few votes from me.
Joey, do you think there is a clear front runner at the moment, or it's pretty equal in your eyes about who's going to make it to the final tribal council?
I definitely am not a runner. I'm a runner, literally, but not in this competition right now. I'm shocked that I'm still here. I've never won a challenge. I've never.
None of us.
So yeah, like, I mean, I've tried. I always go second. I'm just like happy that I'm here.
So what are you factoring into your decision tonight about who to vote for?
Like, seriously? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go whatever my heart is telling me.
Does anybody else have anything to add?
Good job. Like, this is a hard thing to get to final four, so kudos to all of us.
Well, if there's nothing more to be said other than to vote, let's vote.
Natalie. 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 Nothing.
But I have to choose between you and my buddy. So
All right, for the second last time this season, I will go count the votes. All right, as no hidden immunity idols can be used, I'm just gonna get straight to reading the votes. Bergen, do you have anything?
No.
Okay.
My
listen.
genitals are crazy.
First vote, Joey. Second vote, Ema. Third vote, Ema. 2 votes Ema, 1 vote Joey, 1 vote left. And the last person to make our jury and next voted out for Survivor Cayman Islands is Ema. Ema, come bring me a torch.
I love your mama. What is it?
You're the strongest player.
Just do it. Love ya.
Ema, well done. The tribe has spoken.
Good job, man.
All right, Bergen, Joey, Rob, you have made it as far as anyone can make it in this game. But now that means that it's up to the jury, the people that you voted out, to determine who is going to win Season 1 of Survivor Cayman Islands. Go gather your thoughts, and we'll see you back here for the final Tribal Council.
Surprised, not surprised. You know, I stuck to the plan as long as I could, and in the end, I knew the boys were going to look out for each other. That's fair. So, but it was a good run, and I totally enjoyed it. And I think I'm really proud of myself for just even coming in with the guys on that final challenge. So, loved it, loved every minute of it. Nothing like a bit of fake TV, eh? And there's some of the things I maybe could have done. Knowing the strategy a little bit better, knowing that, you know, when people say, I'm going to stick with you to the end, they're not. They're going to stab you in the back. It's a game. It's not personal. Of course they're going to stab you in the back. But I had such fun with them. Like, you know, you get sucked in, you believe them, and we're buddies, and then... and what a magnificent place to do it. it's like a desert island. It's stunning. We have even camping out last night was really cool. I think Bergen's right. I think he stabbed a few people in the back. Rob's a really strong player. He was quiet along there. And who doesn't love Joey? I don't know. Guess we'll have to see. That is so fake. I can't believe you're making me be more fake. No, take that off.
We did it.
Top 3, baby.
Let's
Yes.
go. Right here.
Yes.
Good job. Good job.
Good job.
I mean,
It was a fun game. It was fun challenges.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
We're here. We did our best.
This is as far as you can go. So now, like, it's all up to the jury, and I think we all have a good shot at pitching our case.
For sure. They
see how they react.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't be
hate
happier.
us.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
even if I don't go anywhere further from here, that's fine. Because I mean,
The worst we can get is third.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, yeah, let's just give it our best and pitch your case. Make sure you make sure you own your moves, own like what you did in the game, and answer their questions and see how they vote. Like,
Yeah.
So, cool. You wanna
All right.
go?
yeah, go our separate ways.
They
Okay.
said, 2 minutes opening,
intro.
Answer questions, 1 minute closing.
Got it.
Final 3, baby! Yes, we're still here! And can't believe I'm here. I'm still here, I'm standing and fighting for that crown. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm with my boys right now. And yeah, let's get it on. This whole experience is one of the best things that ever happened to me. First is I signed up because I want to represent something, and that's the LGBT community. I want to show everyone that those people who are judged, forgotten, neglected, I want everyone to know that we got this. We got all the challenges in life, not just in this show, but in general. I'm so happy to represent my country also, and my community. And I can't believe that I'm here. And I guess this is one thing and one way of showing everyone that whatever you are, who you are, or what do you want to be in life. And I just want to say it in my language. Para po ito sa Pilipinas, ang laban na ito ay para sa atin, para sa inyo. Ginawa ko po lahat ng makakaya ko. And I'm here. Sana suportahan niyo ako at mabuhay Pilipinas!
Honestly, I was not expecting it to make this far. I'm pretty happy that I have made it this far. It's been an amazing experience. Formed quite a few great friendships. I feel like Bergen's game has been really strong. I do feel, however, that he has alienated a couple of the people on the council, which would be helpful for me. Joey's game has been a little bit all over the place. I'm not entirely sure that he's connected with everyone as fully as I have, so I'm hoping that'll be in my favor. So I feel like I have learned quite a bit about myself during this experience. I feel like people seem to get along with me quite well, and that has certainly worked in my favor. Some people might criticize my game for not being as aggressive as some of the other participants, but keeping a low profile, remaining neutral, not alienating too many of the other players, I feel like is a strategy in itself. And while my game was very different to Bergen's, I feel that I'm in a better position because I think Bergen may have created a few more enemies than I did. pretty pleased to have won a couple of challenges. That was amazing. And yeah, it's been an amazing experience. I'm just so happy to be a part of it.
Oh my God, I am so excited. I made it to Final Tribal Council. Coming into this game and seeing that I was the only one from outside of Cayman, I thought I was gonna be the first person voted out, but I survived that first vote. I survived the first tribe swap. I made it to merge. I found not one, not two, but 3 immunity idols. And I found an extra vote that saved my ride or die, Hannah. I've done so much in this game. I've built great alliances. I did amazing strategy. I was just writing in the sand, trying to figure out how am I gonna win this game, but I think I have a really good shot at winning. I am so proud of everything that I've accomplished in this game, and I really hope that I am the first winner of Survivor Cayman Islands.
Rob, Joey, Bergen, the final 3, the first ever season of Survivor Cayman Islands. Take a seat. Welcome to the Final Tribal Council, where your fate is in the jury's hands. How this is going to work is that all 3 of you will give an opening pitch. The jury will listen to that, then the jury will get to ask questions from OJ to Ema, or make a statement, or they might not choose to exercise their right to do so. After that, you'll have a short opportunity to give us your closing statements. They will go vote, and then we will read the votes for a winner. Rob, you're on the end, so we'll start off with you.
So, the biggest super fan of Survivor that I know is Louise, my best friend and my wife, and she packed my bag for me. The night before the challenge, she read me the rules and the guidelines, and she told me if there's anything I need to do, I need to concentrate and remember everything that happened during the course of this show so that I could tell her. And she, on the way here, driving here, she called me on WhatsApp and gave me a list of do's and don'ts for the show. She said, don't be a dick, don't boss everyone around, don't be too silent, but don't talk too much. Don't go off looking for the idol to the point that you isolate yourself from the group. Don't isolate yourself from the group in any other way. And be yourself and just have fun. So I think I've done all those things. And I've won a few challenges. And yeah, I've had fun. And if this is as far as I get on the show, then I'm content.
Joey?
Good evening, you guys. I'm Joey, and you know that. I'm here to represent the gay community, not just in Cayman Islands, but everywhere. I'm happy that I'm here. As a feminine gay guy, people will look down on me for that I can't do the challenges, the hard work, all the running and all the liftings and all of that. That's a typical person or a man would say to a gay guy like me. And I'm proud of myself that I'm here already in top 3. I didn't win the challenge, any challenges I didn't win, but I proved not to myself, but to everyone that I did it. And I'm here in top 3, and I'm proud of that. And that's actually my goal, to represent those who are forgotten and neglected. And I'm happy that I'm here, and I showed everyone that I can, and everyone out there can do it too. So that's why I'm here right now. Thank you.
All right, Bergen, you may address the jury.
Oh, okay. So, I flew here from the US. My biggest worry coming here was being the only one that's not from the island. I think coming into the game and then quickly realizing everyone's from the island, I was like, I gotta work. I gotta build connections, I gotta meet people, I have to get to know them while still playing the game. And I knew to protect myself, I had to look for the islands because I wasn't sure if it was just gonna be like, oh, the guy who's not from here is gonna be the first. I've heard it through the game, you know, everyone said it. But I feel like I have played a really good game, a hard game. I've made difficult decisions, ones that I maybe didn't want to make, but I had enough connections with each person that got me to where I'm at. These two both deserve to win just as much as I do.
No.
And what I've said to all of you throughout this whole thing is it's just a game. Nothing's personal, okay? Like, if I voted you out, it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I was trying to deceive you. It was me trying to further myself in the game so that I could get here and be able to pitch to you why I think I deserve to win. Found 3 idols, was able to save my ride or die from the start, Hannah, in a very critical early vote with an extra vote. And I stayed loyal to people that I wanted to work with as far as I could in the game. And thank you.
All right, jury, you've heard from the final 3. Now it's up to you. You can ask a question, you can make a statement, or you can opt to not do anything. This is your time to have those burning questions that you have about the final 3's games that may determine how you vote. OJ, you get to go first.
My question is, what was the hardest strategic decision you had to make against who and why? And what was the easiest strategic decision you had to make against who?
You can only ask one question. It's either the hardest or the easiest.
Hardest.
My hardest decision was we were walking up to Tribal and the vote was going to be everyone on Hannah. I think there were 6 of us at that time, and I think it was going to be 4 and Hannah and I were on the out. I didn't know if Emer was going to vote her daughter out or not, and so she was really playing coy at camp, and so my worry was that if I vote with them, it would tie 3-3, and at the end of the day, that does nothing for me, because if we deadlock and I have to go pick a rock, I have the possibility of going home. So in the moment, walking up to Tribal, I was gonna vote out Hannah because that's where everyone was going. Everyone was gonna vote Hannah out, but I just happened to go to vote and there was a scroll in the corner, and I picked up the scroll and it said, congratulations, you have an extra vote. And in that moment, Emer, Hannah, and myself had enough votes to vote out Brittany with my extra vote. So it was very difficult because walking up, I had one thing. It just happened to work out that I found an extra vote and was able to save one of my closest allies in the beginning of the game.
Ricky?
Slow down.
Not Bergen. Well, Bergen.
Oh gosh.
What?
Just one question.
Okay.
How does it feel to know that being the head of the snake, Joey the tail, but you have to chop off all the body parts, and now they have to vote for you? What do you feel?
Yeah, it's a game. And so I knew I had to make moves to get myself here. I know that there was pre-existing relationships in the cast, and so I had to work and find my way along the way. So if I am deemed as a head of a snake, the snake got here.
Yes.
And so I'm
Perfect.
proud of the game I played. I won't sugarcoat that. Like, I'm not going to downplay that. I didn't get to play with you two. And so I did play with all of these individuals. So that's my answer.
All right, Brett, you're up next.
My question is to Rob. What do you think is your most important play in the game?
I think my most important play was just generally to be present and, you know, self-aware and aware of what's going around me so that I could process everything and then take the action that was suitable for each moment.
All right, V, you're up next.
Okay, Joey, you didn't win any individual challenge. What do you think you should win Survivor Cayman?
Yeah, I didn't win any challenge, but I think everyone should be given a chance, especially when you see me fight for it. I was injured. I felt my shoulder was like gonna be injured again, but I was still there. And with all those challenges, that I did not win, if we will have to gather all those efforts that I have, that I'm here right now in top 3, I would say you would consider that as me already winning. So I don't care if whatever is the decision, but that brought me here. That moment that I didn't win, I'm already here in top 3. So, yeah.
Hannah?
My question is for Joey also. During the challenge whereby you hurt your shoulder, was that a strategic play in order to get some pity votes?
No. I injured myself 2 years ago playing volleyball. This is my spiking arm. And I felt that pain 2 years ago again. I still have the focus, but I didn't have the energy and the endurance to hold that. I said, I don't want to feel that pain again where I need to like rest my arm for 2 months and not move and put it on a, like, not a cast, but it's like a support. I don't want to feel that. I love playing volleyball. It's part of my life and I don't want that to happen. So I said, I'm not gonna, like put my health on the risk. So that was really painful moment for me.
Steph?
My question's for Burgundy. Apart from having the immunity idols, were there any moments that you knew or you had a strong feeling that you're gonna get voted out? And how did you navigate through that, like with backstabbing and so on?
Honestly, I felt like I was going to get voted out every game, especially after touchy subjects. Touchy subjects was an interesting one for me because, as you saw, like my name was a lot of the categories, from the most social threat to the most disloyal or dishonest or something like that. I had a lot of those, so I definitely felt like I was going to be in danger. But I tried to play without knowing that I had the idols, because obviously that's a safety net. But I needed to ensure that I was still using those in a way to get the right people out at the right time. A very critical moment of that was our conversation. When we went after Brett, I pulled Steph. Steph was feeling low on the bottom. She thought it was her. We had a very genuine conversation. I pulled Bree. I was like, Bree, this is the time to make a move. Who do you want to go for? I didn't make the move on my own. Bree was like, let's take out Brett. And I'm like, that's great because he's a huge player. He's also connected to Hannah, in my view. I thought him and Hannah were playing a close game, and Hannah had her mom. So I thought the 3 of them were really strong. I didn't necessarily want to have the blood on my hands. I didn't have to take out Hannah. Someone else took that out. V took her out for me. And having the conversation with you two, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I'm still gonna play it because, I have the idol, but Brett was a huge threat. So that conversation with you two was so critical to my game. And I know I inserted idol talk into it, but it was less about the idol and more so about the conversations I was having.
All right, Bree, you're next.
My question is for Rob. Were there any, or what was the strategic decision that you made that we don't know about that you think would show us?
Well, I came to the game not really having a strategy and not trying to have complicated strategies throughout the game. But a strategic decision occurred, just moments ago in voting for Emma, because quite frankly, I think that she was the strongest contestant, and having her sitting here would have secured her the win today.
All right, well, speaking of Emma.
My question is to Joey. So, Bergen has been very clear about it's a game. He was playing the game. He was open and honest about it. That involved conversations, backstabbing, having allegiance and switching things okay, but I think Rob was doing it quietly. How was your decision? Were you at a point where you were able to say, yeah, no, this person needs to go, so I'm able to make that decision?
Came to a point where I was about to change my decision of writing that person's name there. But he's my buddy in this competition, and I love you so much. You know that. Thank you for helping me. But then I said, like, we had each other's backs, and.
But in general.
Okay, yeah, there were a lot of times that I need to change. Example, Brett. Brett, V, and me were like this. We need to stick to each other and with each other in the long run. And then it came to a point where I thought that Brett was just not showing his true self yet, and I want to stop it right there. I need him to be out. I said, I'm gonna break this loyalty. I'm gonna forget that we've swept the half of the other team. And then I said, it's like, okay, Brett needs to go. And then I did. I'm sorry, babe, but
I know it's a game. So.
I know, yeah. But yeah, that's one thing that like I need to like change the strategy, and so I wrote his name.
All right, thank you, jury. I'll give each of you 30 seconds or a couple of sentences to explain to the jury why you should win, and they will go vote for a winner. I started with Rob, so I'll start with Bergen this time.
Good questions. I expected the peppering. I feel like I deserve to win this game. I have been working my ass off since the start of the game, building connections, building relationships at the start. I'm sorry I didn't get to work with you guys. I would have loved to, but we didn't get even a chance to. There was a pivotal point in the game where it was 6 original from my original tribe and 2 of the opposite. And I said, this could be really boring and the 6 of us could just get to the end. And that's when I started making relationships across the lines. Rob and I had several conversations. Emer, my rider, died towards the back half of this game. Steph, I rekindled our relationship and put away that first round drama. Bree, we made the pivotal we made the pivotal move together. Hannah, we were ride or dies from the beginning. V, we were working together, and then you got quiet on me and I didn't know what was happening, but you know, it is what it is. So, and Brett, you were just a huge physical threat, and we saw the opportunity to take you out. So I feel like I worked my ass off in this game. It's a game, so if you vote for me, great. If you don't, I had a blast. Love y'all. Thanks.
All right, Joey, just not as long. Thank you.
Being in top 3, I feel like I'm already a winner. And meeting you guys is like add on to that. Mommy, we have the same birthday. I love you. The 2 queens that I wish that I will be working with in the future. My running mate. My original alliances. I love you guys. Ricky! I really wanted you to come back. And you're hot, like you know that, okay? I'm just here to tell you guys. I'm just here to tell you guys that I already won being in this top 3. And I represented myself to everyone out there. And I will represent the gay community, the LGBT community, not just here, but in the whole world. And if I will win, I will definitely shout it out to the world that we can do it. They can see us now, and they will see us in the future. Thank you.
Rob?
So I had a few objectives to achieve as I set out on this show, and I believe I achieved them. I had fun. I felt like I was myself virtually all the time. I played the game. It may have seemed at times that I didn't really have any strategy. That's, I was, at times a little bit quiet, but I would say that was my strategy, just to play it simple and to take action in the moment based on the information that I had at that time. And yeah, I had fun. And yeah, I love the show.
All right, that being said, the decision now is in your hands, jury. You get to decide who wins. Remember, when you go to the voting booth, you are voting for who you want to win. Can't eliminate them anymore. Who you want to win. And just a point of clarification, if it's a tie, the person with the least amount of votes out of the three gets to decide out of the tied votes who the winner is. On that note, let's vote for the Let's vote for the last time this season.
This is a hard freaking decision. I gotta stick with the guy from the very beginning. It was so tough between Rob and him, but I think he played the game so well that he deserves to win.
Because we love love and a good heart. We don't like manipulation and backstabbing, and I want to show the world that you can win in this game of life and still have a good heart. Thank you, Rob.
All right, for the last time, I will count the votes. Remember, you want to see your name in this urn. First vote, Bergen. Second vote, Rob. One vote Bergen, one vote Rob. Third vote, Bergen. Fourth vote, Rob. 2 votes Rob, 2 votes Bergen. Fifth vote, Rob. Sixth vote, Rob. Seventh vote, Rob. And the last vote and the winner of Survivor Cayman Island Season 1, Rob. Rob, come collect your prize. Not only have you won 300 Cayman Island dollars, you've won the chicken. Congratulations. Well done. That's it, everyone. Thank you.
The cock, the chicken. I feel amazing, I feel great. Wow, I was not expecting this at all. I just was happy to be in the show and happy to have not been voted out on the first round. That was enough for me. So winning this is just not what I was expecting. And I'm pretty sure the super fan back home is going to be very pleased with this. I would say my favorite moment was a group of moments just observing Steph as she progressed throughout the challenges and throughout the game, and how her confidence started to shine through as we progressed, and just, you know, observing people and their different strengths and sometimes their weaknesses was fascinating. So yeah, I loved every moment of that.
All right, Rob, you're the first winner of Survivor Cayman Islands. You're a part of history, and you played a great game, and I'm so happy that you're here to experience it. And watch out for next season because we're casting soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Survivor Cayman Islands. Survivor is the original reality TV show, and we find out what happens when you dump people on a tropical island, you get them to do challenges, and you get them to vote each other out. And as we can see what we've just seen, it's probably the most interesting thing and the reason why Survivor is such an enduring show. This has been my baby for probably the past 8 months of my life, and I'm so happy the way that it came out, and I honestly can't wait to do it again. And I can't thank enough of not just the contestants, but the crew, my family and my partner for supporting me. And yeah, I couldn't wish for a better ending. Yeah. I'm gonna edit that.
Outplay.